What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another Transfer Tuesdays where we discuss the latest transfer rumours and gossip on potential deals. So first up, Eric Boie of Manchester United, centre-back, has recently just signed a new 3-year contract. I feel a bit mixed about this because I do rate him, but he can only string about 2 or 3 games consecutively until he gets injured again. He's always picking up injuries. So for me, he's definitely got the ability, but he's hardly ever fit, so it's like a double-edged sword. So for me, United need a world-class centre-back, and them doing this deal shows that we're going to have another transfer window of lacklustre signings and not the quality that we need at a club of this stature. So Eric Boie, and this has come from AFP, Eric Boie signs a new 3-year contract at Manchester United. I'm not sure what money he's on, but 3 years and he's hardly ever fit. Like, it's just wasting money in my opinion. So I would have shipped him out rather than giving him a new contract. As I said, I rate him, but what's the point when you're hardly going to ever get any performances from him because he's never fit? So that is the first from AFP. Second up, we got from Sportsmole. Everton are prepared to put in a bid of 34.8 million for Coutinho at Barcelona. A former Liverpool man, someone that I rate a lot. He's struggled a lot with injuries since he left Liverpool, and he's not really played at Barcelona that much, other than I think the first season when he went. But someone that I do rate, but it looks like he's going to have a career full of these niggles and knocks, and that seems to be the case since he left Liverpool. His contract ends in 2023, and I think he would suit Everton. I think he could definitely go there and do a job, but the question is his fitness as well. So, similar to Boie, I don't think he's as bad as Boie, but I know that he has missed a lot of football. So, do you know what I mean? Is it worth Everton risking that sort of money on someone that might not ever be available? Coutinho, Everton prepared to maybe potentially put in a 34.8 million bid. I can't really see that happening just because of the injuries now with him. I mean, the quality again and the ability is definitely there, but what is the point when they're never fit? Next up, from Sport Lens, Raphael Varane. Obviously, United have been linked with him quite heavily in recent weeks. Someone that I would welcome at Manchester United. Again, it ties into that Boie thing. I would have sold Boie and brought in Varane if you can, but obviously it's not going to be that easy to get him. He's a World Cup winner. He's been at Real Madrid and done a fine job there. It's just quality. He really is world class in my opinion. And if I was Manchester United, I'd be spending big bucks on him to get him. But Chelsea are also interested in him, and that worries me because I think if Chelsea and Manchester United are the two that are in for him, he will go to Chelsea because I think that they're obviously they've got more signings recently. Maybe they're not all hitting the heights yet, but with Tuchel just going there, he looks to be turning things around for Chelsea. He's doing well since he's gone there, and obviously they're in the semi-finals of the Champions League. I think out of United and Chelsea, he's going to go to Chelsea. I think that's the more likely option for him. So I wouldn't be surprised if Chelsea get him, but if I was Manchester United, I'd be doing everything in my power to get him and bring him to the club. And that was from Sport Lens. Next up, we got Tammy Abraham. Wolves are interested in him. He's not getting hardly any football at Chelsea, and I personally don't really rate him. I think he's okay, but I don't think he's at that level of that club. So I think a Wolves or Villa or West Ham, who are the three that are interested in him, that would be his level. I think he would suit that level. Obviously, he played for Villa before and did well. Out of them three, I think he would probably suit... It's hard. I think he'd suit all three of them, but Wolves and Villa, I think he would suit a little bit more than West Ham. But I think he could do a job at any of them three teams, so I do think that move will probably happen. I think Wolves are the recent ones in for him, but Villa and West Ham have been after him for a bit as well. So, and I know that Santo, the Wolves manager, is a big fan of Abraham, so that might be the deciding factor as well, because he might sweet talk him more than Villa and West Ham will to get him to the club. So I think that's something that Abraham should be looking at doing, because he's not really playing for Chelsea at all. So Wolves, Villa and West Ham in for Tammy Abraham. And then last up this week, Oh, and he's rated at 30 million value, Abraham. Personally, I don't think he's worth that much, but in today's football and value, I think they're boosted anyway on you get youth players that are worth that sort of money, and I don't agree with it. So I don't think he's worth 30 million, but that is what he's valued at. So, and then last up this week from iFootball, Shaqiri wants out at Liverpool. Obviously another player that's not really getting enough minutes. He's a bench player, but rarely getting off the bench now. Looking to leave. Apparently Roma and Lazio are interested in him. I think he would probably suit Serie A. He's slower. He's got the technical ability. He's very strong for someone his height. He's like a ball. And I think he would suit Serie A. So I think he will go. I wouldn't be surprised to see him at Roma out of the two, just because I think that they're a little bit bigger. And definitely the better team of recent years. So, but I could see him going, even if it's not them two teams, because he's not getting the game time that he will want to get at Liverpool. So I do think that he will be out. Roma and Lazio are the teams that are said to be interested in him. And Liverpool are saying to want around 23 million for him. So, again, a few years back, he might have been worth that. But for me now, I'd say he's maybe 15 million, if that. He's definitely got ability and quality, but someone that he's not been getting a lot of football, so I don't think teams are going to want to pay that much money for him because he's not been getting the time. So they haven't been seeing him as such of what he can offer because he hasn't done it for a longer period of time because you haven't seen him been doing it. So Shaqiri wants out at Liverpool, so it'll be interesting to see what happens with that. As I said, I do think he will go, and they're off. Liverpool want around 23 million. So that's it for this week's Transfer Tuesdays, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll be back next week with another Transfer Tuesdays. Enjoy your week, and I'll see you next week.